Hello, Moment friends! Andang here for another Bingo Boffin leveling stream. This one is very special because it's the 27th one, which is Brannick's favorite
Yay!
number. And that's Brannick. Welcome, Brannick.
Hey, 27 hype. Fantastic number.
Yeah. So, I don't think you've ever guessed it on this, but it's very fitting to have you here for the 27th
No, I don't
stream.
think I have. I am not in game. I don't even have a high level character on that server. But I'm here in your ear holes.
The Rohirrim have need of your services.
But you are in a game.
I am. Did you want to talk about that now?
We can save it for a bit if you want to.
I assumed you had your own agenda with, what you were up to
Yeah,
and all
just a
that.
little bit, but
Ente needs to ride his horse from the gate to the mead hall.
yes, you know why, Pineleaf? Because there's no stable master in this town, and I'm gonna ride my horse wherever I can out of protest. How can there not be a stable master in a Rohirrim town? Sorry, but it's just ridiculous.
Greetings,
They wanted to keep the
friend of
economy
Rohirrim.
stable.
The Rohirrim are
Oh,
grateful for
gosh.
your aid.
Gosh.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
Alright, but yes, the plan for today is to hopefully get 3 levels. We will see what happens. And once it's time to turn in this quest, I will go ahead and apply the XP boost.
Welcome and well met, my friend.
Okay, so now we have to find a task or errand in this place.
Yeah.
What brings you to these lands?
Okay, time to apply XP boost.
Our success depends upon our strength. Will you aid us? The Rohirrim will need your aid.
And so, as you've probably already noticed, we're going through Rohan proper. And we'll hopefully have a war steed probably halfway through the stream, I would guess, if not before. This looks
Which will excite
familiar.
all those people who said that they don't like mounted combat, right?
Yes. Yes. This looks familiar, doesn't it, finally?
What, you mean a few salamanders?
Yeah. From, earlier in the week.
Earlier today for
Like
me.
yesterday, for example. Alright, and welcome. What's not to like in the chat? Nice to have you here.
In fact, during on one of my characters, I was doing the Langhold quest at the same time as the bingo quest.
Yeah, I thought about doing that, but I don't think I've ever done a side quest in my bingo series, so I decided to keep it that way.
And anyway, that would take an extra time or something like that. Yeah, I didn't think it was appropriate for this. Now I have done side quests in there, but I decided, this wasn't the time to do it.
I think I did one just because it was like kill 2 more of the certain enemy type, and I was like, okay. But other than that, I don't think I have. Alright, and welcome Starman to the chat, and happy Easter indeed to you as well. And so the goal is to stream on Saturday as well, so that hopefully, in theory, we'll gain 3 levels in each stream and be able to be 1 level ahead for bingo for once.
All right, we'll see if that happens. And when are you doing your full roar stream?
Well, I'm sure that there will be bull roar stuff to record on Friday. So
Well, yeah, because the server's already up.
it is.
Yeah.
Thanks for telling me, Pinely.
Well, I assume that you're usually ahead of me on such news. I assume you
I
already knew
usually
that.
am, yes. Well, I assumed since it went up late Friday this past time that they would do this similar thing, but I guess they
It could
must.
be that, like, it could be that they have tomorrow off.
Well, that's true. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, see, yeah, the reason I thought about it is because I do have tomorrow off.
Nice. Yeah, I only have one class tomorrow. Well, I guess I know what I'll be doing after the stream today.
Not, I don't think there are any major
I
significant.
still want to show the PvP stuff.
Yeah, okay.
I ran out of time. I went in like Monday afternoon, I think it was, and the servers were already down. Maybe it was evening.
Yeah.
And I finally, earlier today, finished the annotations for all the videos. I guess it was the tags. I already did the annotations. There we go.
All right.
Let's see,
Now
just
one more
need this
nest.
last nest.
Sounds like Bingo's gotten quite far.
Yes, yeah, we're doing side quests right now, but yes, Bingo has made it to Rohan.
Right, but I mean, if you're in Rohan and talking about getting a war steed and everything, I've only done the first Bingo quest, so I have no clue what the storyline is.
Yeah, I would recommend if you were doing it on a character that was on level to do it on your highest level because the levels go up pretty quick.
I'll just do it on Brannick.
Yeah,
Just
Yeah,
when I
that's
have
one way to
time
do it.
that would be my recommendation.
Our mission is dire. What brings you to these
So I'm doing on
lands?
3 different characters at approximate levels, so I do
Stay
know
a moment and
the
speak with me.
challenges of it.
Solo only, I guess that is true, isn't it? Alright, well we gotta go and bash some brigands.
Yeah. Oh wait,
I'm not afraid of you.
what happened there?
You have to get the quest from that one person.
Yeah.
The fearless children of Langhold have invited you to
Oh,
join
there
them
he
in a game
is.
of brigand bashing, in which they reenact the deeds of their fathers and foes.
Wait, can you do this mounted? That would be amazing if you could.
I strongly doubt it.
Nope. I was hoping. Because the red mark went away, but that was just proximity.
Because at this point you don't have mounted combat yet.
Yeah, that's true. But they do allow you to do certain things on... Because this is technically, I'm guessing, just a type of emote. So if you haven't noticed already, I just follow the same person around and hit them over and over and over again. But I have to say, this quest is much more fitting when you're on a hobbit.
Well, at least you're about the same size as the children.
So what do you normally do on these streams anyway, Ending?
Level.
Is that it?
It's all about leveling. We started out doing skirmishes because, Pine Leaf. And then when we made it to Evendim, we actually started doing quests. And we quested all the way through Moria. I don't remember if we did any of Lothorian, but we did Mirkwood, and we did Great River. Because Great River is level 70 now.
Cool.
Alright, a rider approaches.
Our
Yeah,
mission
you
is
don't
dire.
approve. Blah, de blah, de blah. Let's go. He has to be pretty judgmental to be judging a halfling that he probably thinks is a child anyway for playing a children's game.
Well, yeah, there is that.
What brings you to these lands? The Rohirrim have need of your services. Our hope lies in strength.
What's not to like
Servants of
says,
the enemy are everywhere.
on these streams, Andang pulls too much. Pineleaf face palms at Andang. Andang dies. Pineleaf dies. Pineleaf is nice to Andang anyway. And then you add Infinium to that, and that's basically what these streams are. Ah, yeah, that's right, we
Ad
did.
infinitum. I've always pronounced that as an infin. I guess an infinite. Oh, I guess I have to learn my Latin a little bit better.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because the way I was just about to pronounce it is a little bit too English. Ad infinitum is obviously an English pronunciation.
I don't know too much Latin.
I don't either, and I'm in a modern Italy history class that went all the way back to the Roman times and is about, all the church and all that stuff that's going on. So it's an interesting class,
You
actually.
should have
but-
discussed one or two things related to the Romans and that.
Yeah.
As long as I know nil status nisi optimum, I'm good.
Oh. Okay.
I don't know how it takes this long to free stolen cattle, but sure. Yeah, that makes sense. Alright, and Starman says in Latin you pronounce every letter.
Well, that I do know, and I know you pronounce every letter, and it's partly tricky with the vowels. It's not exactly sure how the short vowels go in Latin. Pretty sure that the long ones are like the modern continental ones in many ways.
And since Pineleaf is always on these streams, we have conversations like that most of the time as well. That's also a large part of these streams.
Well, that's always fun.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, depending on whether you're talking about classical Latin or ecclesiastical Latin or...
I don't remember, do we have to come back to go in the cave?
No, the cave thing is...
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
there it is. Yep. Got it. Still need stolen grain. Hey.
What?
That wasn't very nice, buddy. He interrupted me.
Ah, you know how brigands are.
Sadly, I do.
Oh, here's some grain.
Oh. I already got that grain. Some.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't have it yet.
At least I think I did. It's not glowing.
Okay, I guess you have that grain.
There's 2 over here, though. Or no, it was over there. Oh well. We'll just take the whole place.
So, Andang, you were curious what I was working on.
Yes, and I was getting ready to move back to that. Why don't you let everybody know what game you're
Well-
playing and what you're working on?
Well, I'll do that in a minute. First off, I was wondering how busy you were and how easy it is for you to take a look at a link.
Probably not very easy at the second. Okay, now I can.
Because that's what I'm working on. So I'm playing StarMade, and
Wow, okay.
I don't know if anyone who is watching this actually watched the live stream that I did of StarMade for about a half an hour last week. But I was talking about I had an idea to build an entertainment complex or something, and I decided on something else. And you can't tell everything that's going on in that screenshot just because it's a still image. But basically the idea is that that's an observatory. It's the highest point on the planet, so you can see pretty much this entire surface and around some of the edges and way off into space in every direction. The glass, the windows go 360 degrees around the side there. It's a pretty big building, right? But it's actually more than just a building, because that actual observatory part at the top is actually a flying saucer that can take off and fly into space. And it's constantly rotating, which you can't tell from the screenshot. So you don't have to walk around the windows. You can just stand at the window and it'll slowly turn around and you can see your view of the whole planet.
Sorry, Pineapple, I'm trying to show the screenshot, so I'm hoping that you're protecting me. Pineleaf.
What? Oh, I'm in a completely different. I was going after a cow because was sure that you were going to ditch me, and at some point when
But in the process, you ditched me for a cow, Pineleaf.
Well, you were busy. You didn't seem like you wanted to do anything.
Please defend me while I try to get this image on screen.
Okay, I have to find you first. Sorry, half the camp is now on me.
Okay, I'll fix the screenshot in a second, chat room.
Well, this is what you get for inviting me on to celebrate number 27.
This is totally what we get, and apparently Piney pulled like the entire base. Okay, let me see if I can edit the scene here. Okay, so that's what you're working on. And so this top part can take off, which is pretty cool. How...
It's constantly rotating as well, which means the difficult part is actually traveling from the static building up into something that's rotating without the blocks colliding.
Yeah.
So I've actually got a staircase that sort of fits within at least enough of an area that you're not going to fall through. And I'm still working on it, of course, but once you take off, there will be like a plex door or something that you can close to cover up the seams.
That's really, really cool. That's really, really cool.
but
How
it's
many,
obviously still a work in progress. But
approximately, how many pieces is that? Like, how many voxels or whatever you call them?
Blocks.
how
Blocks.
many blocks? Oh, I have no idea.
Thousands?
Okay.
Probably.
Ending seems to really love wasting his 200 plus 200 XP.
Yes, apparently I do finally. So, but no, that's really cool. Alright, so let's see. Remove that. And stop editing scene. There we go. Okay, now we can go in the cave.
Yeah, I'm sure these brigands are
Where is the cave?
tired of the number of times we get that way. The way
Oh,
you're facing now.
yeah, you're right. Let's go this way.
And now that I'm at a decent stopping point, I'll head over to chat and see what's going on in there.
Yeah, there's a good amount of people here.
What is this world coming to?
Alright, and welcome Brannick to the chat.
Oh wow, I feel special. Not as special as 27, of course. I mean, is anything?
But you're in the chat and on the call on 27. That's pretty impressive. Alright, so we
I
got the
know,
letter.
I'm so blessed.
Okay. Now, do you have all your cows?
Yeah.
Okay.
You only needed 3, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, whoops. I almost went past the farmer.
The Dunlundings rally to the banner of the White Hand.
Wow, it's 5 minutes to midnight for Starman. Thanks for being with us.
Will you aid the Horse Lords?
Okay, so now we have to tell the Thane that horrible things are about to happen because we went into this cave and didn't actually kill this guy that could have totally prevented all these bad things that are about to happen.
Your aid is welcome, friend.
What brings you to these lands?
Welcome, my friend. Hail, friend. May I have a moment of your time?
And of course, Pineleaf levels up. So now we have to go and see if things are actually happening or not. And it's a super duper long way. Without a war steed.
Yeah. It'd be even worse if the guards make a comment about you not having a war steed when you get there.
Yeah, that would be horrible, wouldn't it? But I mean, this is probably the distance of Maybe not the whole way from the edge of the Shire to Bree, but it's pretty close.
But I'm sure that you'll be able to walk it without any trouble.
Yeah, no problem.
Our mission is dire.
And yes, chat room, Pineleaf is only leveling to spite me. I know. I know. It doesn't need any explanation.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
Watch out for the brigand.
Will you aid the Horse Lords? Our mission is dire. The Rohirrim have
Okay.
need of your services.
So now we go and investigate on our own the craziness that is over here.
Yep.
I did just send you another screenshot as well.
Okay, well let's make sure we get into the middle of the camp before we look at the screenshot so that Pineleaf can, kill everything on his own.
Yeah, look at it on your time, not on mine. You're the ones doing important things.
But no, that is really cool. Because I never did Great River straight to Rohan, I never realized how close these Easterlings are to the other stuff that we just did with Easterlings. As far as content goes. Hey Pineleaf, it's another one of your running friends over here.
Shouldn't we head to... Oh, that's right. Yeah, towards where the... Yeah,
Well, you
that.
do have to kill a lot more stuff out here first, because you have to get all
but
the gold or whatever.
I tend to pick that up on the way and on the way back.
Usually when I do that, I don't get quite enough.
Ah.
And I know I've only done this once on live, but I've done this like all 5 builds of the beta of Rohan, so I've done this like 6 times this area. Even though I only have one class to show for it.
It's kind of weird watching the stream without the sound.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I feel like there's something missing from the combat.
Just maybe. Hey, I got all 10 steel. I think the main reason I normally don't get all of it on the way is because normally there's other people going through here killing stuff as well.
Oh, that'll make a difference.
And welcome, Karen, to the chat. Nice to have you here. Alright, I think we can just go through here without fighting anything.
No, this guy's gonna want to. Nope.
Let's
This
pull
guy
him
is
to the
a-
bridge. Just pull him to the bridge. Yeah, something feels wrong. Maybe it's the stinking Nazgul over there.
Yeah, it's a possibility.
That you can clearly see through the fence before going up to the fence. If you know what you're looking for. Okay, so now that we did the other 3 quest group thing we get to go back to town. All the way back to town. I guess we're just going back to the tower. That's good. But then I think we go all the way back to town.
Yeah.
What business have you with the Rohirrim? What brings you to these lands? What business have you with the Rohirrim?
There we go. Only being 1 level behind Pineleaf feels a lot better.
Our success depends upon our strength. Will you aid us?
So let's see, we've been going for about half an hour and we got 1 down. So that's good.
Oh, I have a level 76 Minstrels Club here.
Oh, well that would be nice. As Pineleaf casts it into the fire, never to be seen again by anyone.
Well, it's hard to conduct a trade while we're in the middle of
Yeah.
riding across the plains of Rohan.
Starman asks who would like to try some Nazgul session play. I've always thought Nazgul session play would be great, particularly in the Shire area, hunting down Frodo and stuff like that would be cool.
Yeah, see, I don't know. I don't even like playing Creepside that much, so.
Yeah. How about if we can play the Nazgul when confronting the king of Rohan?
Why not give
What could go wrong there?
why not give the creeps a session play?
See, I've been somebody who thought that that would be cool too. Just session play in general, I think they could make a lot of money just selling session play packs of different parts that of areas they've already gone through that they didn't include certain story elements. I think they could make money.
Be careful what you wish for, man. I've already given Turbine
Your
so much
aid
of my
is
money.
welcome, friend.
I know, but
The
I think
Rohirrim are
that
grateful for your
it would
aid.
be an easy way for them to make money.
Langhold is under attack
I'd rather
by
be able to buy
brigands, and
blueprints
worse
for
yet,
houses,
their new
different
Kundalal
styles of
allies
houses
from
and
the
things.
I
east.
agree, but I think that would require more work than creating session plays.
Yeah, but it'd be better.
Will you aid the
It
Horse
would be
Lords?
better.
Hi, Karen. I'm Dave. I'm also Brannick.
Yeah, you can count on them. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, they'll save us all.
Yeah,
A Mouth of Sauron session play?
that would be cool. I assume you know that that's not the actual Mouth of Sauron, but it's a character known as the Mouth of Sauron.
What business
He's
have
the
you with the
gatekeeper at the
Rohirrim?
Black Gate, which is the main entrance to Mordor.
I'm not too familiar with the character, but I figured something like that.
He's in the
Our
extended
mission is
edition of
dire.
the Return of the King film.
Which I haven't seen, actually. I only have the theatrical version.
If you're interested in learning more of the book-related items that because most of the extended scenes are book-related.
Well, I mean, I'd
So
really like to get the extended versions of the films, but I don't know. When I get them on Blu-ray, I'll get the extended, but I got a really good deal. I got like the whole trilogy for $10 on DVD, so that's what I currently own.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
and surprise, we're still in the instance.
And why is that a surprise?
I was just going to ask the same thing.
Because I think that this is one of the first times where you actually go through a door in a side quest instance.
I'll take your word on that.
And it's also, I believe, the first time that they use an entire phasing for an entire town, which is pretty cool.
Let's see. I try to think how much phasing they do with that. With the Stag Village. Yeah, probably a little bit more than with the Stag Village.
Yeah, this is a section of the game I don't remember too well.
I don't remember that the best either because this was this was the area before my playthroughs. I did a playthrough of Wildermore. That was my first full area to play through in LOTRO.
Now, Wildemore I do remember, because I love it.
Yeah. And now we got a problem.
Minor detail.
Wow, even the brigands are afraid.
Well, would you if there was a Nazgul standing on top of you?
Yeah, but I never noticed that. Apparently my fear skill does not work on the Nazgul. Alright, time to run. Which apparently is not in this direction.
Wait, where are you at right now?
Thought it was at the gate where you're supposed to go.
Yeah, we're...
Or are they beyond the gate? There we go. I guess I ran too quickly.
Well, you have to wait for
Our
Dala to
mission
get
is
there.
dire.
Okay.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
Definitely gonna take the shoes.
The Rohirrim will need
And
your
if you want
aid.
to trade now.
Oh, that's right, the weapons. Okay, so... Let me take care of that. Let's see. We ain't too far away. Okay. Alright, so let's see what we've got here. We have... see this, and... might as well add that. And let's see, those seem to be the ones. Those are the ones geared for minstrels.
See if I have anything else. Okay.
Oh, okay. That'll help.
Yeah.
Thanks.
That's what you have. That's what happens if you actually loot your bags and realize that you have a ton of stuff that you haven't looted in forever, including Bjorning weapons. And sad times.
Oops.
But see, totally should have been a stable master here. Just saying.
Sad times.
Yeah, really sad times. Town got destroyed.
Oh, story time, sad times.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize you were speaking in character.
Yeah, I do that a lot in this, really when I'm playing LOTRO and streaming in general.
Somebody took a shortcut.
Yeah, well, I gotta practice for when I get my war steed.
Ah.
Rohirrim don't use roads.
So you're saying they're not called Rohirrim.
No, they're not.
Welcome, my friend. Greetings. If you have a moment, I have need of your assistance.
Whoop, too far.
Will you aid the horse lords?
War steed. Da-da-da.
Are we doing the course or are we going straight to the regular quest?
Well, I right now am setting up my war steeds.
Oh. Okay, then I guess I better do that then.
What do I want? I guess we'll go for more damage with ranged, because that's kind of fitting on a minstrel.
Let's see. Okay. Mounts. War steed.
I forgot the color packs are not account wide. That really annoys me.
Yeah, that's only part of that system that's annoying.
Yeah. It clips there. I would have used that one if it didn't clip. I guess we'll go with that one. There we go. Apply. Yep.
Let's see. Ooh, appearance. Let's see.
Yeah, we'll just do that. Here we go. Now we got a war steed.
Alright.
Our
I
success
should
depends upon our strength.
have this
Will you aid
really
us?
soon.
Our success depends upon our strength.
Yeah.
Will you aid us?
Oh.
So now we're gonna go learn to ride.
You know, Ending, I kind of wish you would have named this stream Bingo Boffin Leveling Part 3 Cubed.
Oh yeah, I should have.
There we go. Now, where did you go?
I went into the instance to learn how to use my steed that I just got.
Ah.
Will you aid the horse lords?
Begin lesson 1. Just go around the track a couple times.
That's a good place to start.
Oh man, and I have to bring this up every time I go through this type of thing. This used to be the worst, absolutely worst thing in the original beta. It was absolutely horrible. It was one of the hardest instances because when you were going back and forth between those targets, which we'll show in a bit late, in a little bit.
I don't know what you're talking about because I didn't have a problem.
In the very first round of beta?
I'm pretty sure that's the only
What business
beta
have
I
you
did
with
for
the
this
Rohirrim?
content. And I didn't have a problem with it. I never had a problem like before they changed the yellow line to give everybody like the speed and
Yeah,
agility and
I
all
didn't
that.
have
Like
a problem controlling it. My problem was the timer because I wasn't a ranged class. And so I had no, at the time the champion had no ranged way to attack the target. So I literally had to go up in melee. And if you didn't get it exactly timed right, then it would time out. And it would reset the entire 10 passes that you had to do or whatever.
I think you're forgetting that Brannick also plays a champion.
Yeah, I don't remember having a problem with it.
I don't know. I had a problem with it. There we go. Let's go on back.
I do remember when this content went live and people were
What business
first
have you
getting the
with the
war
Rohirrim?
steeds. I remember kind of parking myself in this area and just watching people slam into the wall for a while.
I did the same thing. I did the same thing. Okay, let's jump some fences.
Hello, Mr. Alex Man 13P.
And yeah, welcome, Mr. Alex, man.
Yeah, I usually don't mess with bull roarer stuff too much, but I do remember that Rohan was one I did try out because I was excited about
What brings you to
mounted
these
combat,
lands?
just from a mechanics perspective, like how they got that to work.
Yeah, I think.
So it was
Yeah,
one of the few that I did participate in.
Rohan was one of the. I think it might be the only place where I actually went in and did a lot of the quests. I didn't read the quest text still, but I did a lot of the quests. Partly because it makes you to get the war steed, and so then I just was like, well, I might as well continue. Oh, come on. Now it tells me to begin. There we go. Now we can attack it. Alright. Yeah, I don't know. Since we can throw daggers on mounted stuff, you would think that they could have given burglars daggers to throw instead of bows, I guess, but oh well.
Now, throwing daggers would be cool for a burglar.
Mm-hmm. But I think bow is also cool. I mean, it fits the stealthy
It
theme.
does. I've never been that much of a fan of the archer rogue archetype though. I like the dual wielding daggers archetype better.
So you're not a thief fan?
Oh, I'm a huge thief fan.
What business have you with
I,
the
I even
Rohirrim?
like the new thief that a lot of people don't.
I haven't played that one yet. It's on my list.
It's a good
You
game.
aid the horse lords.
It's a little bit different, and I do recommend playing it with a controller. Like a lot of stealth games, the analog control makes the stealth feel better
Yeah,
instead of
definitely.
having static movement speeds.
Definitely.
Welcome and well met, my friend.
Alright, and there's our bridal. So excited about that. Not really.
Yeah, I can tell.
I'm sure you remember, Andang, that I recorded a several hour-long podcast about stealth games for armchair designers.
Yes, I do. I listened to that podcast.
We talked about the Thief series a lot in that. I mean, it was one of the creators of the genre.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, if I wasn't a fan of stealth games, there's no way that my game studio would be called Clandestine Games.
Of course. So I got the quest and I'm already out here finally.
What? Oh, I thought that you wanted to. I thought I didn't see where you headed to, so I had assumed that you went to the legendary item store. So,
Nope.
And speaking of Clandestine Games, work is underway on the Pine Leaf Countdown app.
Which is gonna be awesome. And I just hit skills without knowing what they do.
So therefore, you went all full to the quest area without me?
Without even knowing what my war steed does, yes.
You're just
Okay,
hitting
that's part of the
buttons.
problem because the blue line is over there. That's dumb. The quests aren't organized right. Alright, or the skills. Okay, let's move. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. Now let's kill this thing.
I don't even know where you're at right now.
Alright, I'm gonna forget mounted combat because I do terrible DPS right now.
Okay. So, got everything there, so... Guess you're going to be somewhere this way.
Just follow the green arrow, Pine Leaf.
I don't have a green arrow.
Why not?
I don't know. It's just not acting right. Oh, anyway, the green arrow is not going to... Okay, green arrow is finally applied, but following that is just going to lead me to somewhere else completely.
Then don't follow the green arrow, Pine Leaf.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with Starman in the chat.
What did Starman say, Brannick?
As when he does thieves and fantasy tabletop RPGs, he only uses daggers and clubs, maybe a small crossbow if it's small enough. Yeah, like I think concealment is my biggest priority when it comes to weapons on a thief type character.
Yeah.
So daggers, of course, are the go-to, or dirks, or any other kind of small knife. But I just love the thief archetype, especially the like the really clever and charismatic thief.
Yeah.
That's what I tend to prefer to play, and be able to talk my way out of trouble more times than not.
Star Wars The Old Republic actually has pretty good storyline related to that. With the smuggler class. It's the Han Solo type thing, which is a little bit different than what you described.
I'll
but
take your
it's-
word for it.
It's pretty good.
I haven't tried the Thieves Guild quests yet in ESO, but I do have the expansion now, so I'll have to do that content.
They released a live action trailer thing earlier today.
Did they?
Yeah, it was weird.
Interesting.
It was like a travel ad for Tamriel. It was weird.
The only problem is there's still no thief class in the game.
That is
the-
weird.
The closest
Well,
that
but
there
yeah,
is
I
the
would
Night
think
Blade.
it would be the guild classes, I think,
Yeah.
would be what the...
I guess they're taking the Skyrim model.
Yeah, because you could...
Well,
because-
it's not the Skyrim model either, because Skyrim doesn't have character classes at all.
Right.
Being an MMO, they completely restructured all of that.
To be
Right.
like Morrowind, kind of.
Well, except that Morrowind
like-
has
well,
way
well-
more classes.
Right.
Well, that's because all your class own... What about the rest of the salamanders?
And the Marsh Reeds. I'm trying to find... I went the wrong way.
I mean, Nightblade is a good thief-ish class, but it also relies a lot on magic, and I would prefer to play a straight, thief, no magic class.
Yeah, well, if you want to play a thief, what you do is you join the Thieves Guilds and emphasize skills off the Thieves Guild tree. Because you could actually play the game without putting anything significant into your class tree, because that's only a small
Yeah.
percentage of the available skills.
And then there's also some skills that use stamina, But most of the useful skills, whether they're magical or not, use your magic for some reason.
Yeah. I
don't
think
know.
it depends on
It's
which
just
line.
kind of
I think it's the class ones that use the magicka, but
yeah,
some
yeah.
other
That's what I'm
lines
talking
use
about. Is the class ones.
I forgot which one. I can't remember which ones use stamina because they.
Alright, well we better
It's
start
like-
killing a little bit of stuff so that we get mounted XP.
Yeah, I'm not that familiar with Conan, Starman. I'm somewhat familiar with Grey Mouser, but not very.
Alright, let's see what these skills actually do.
Oh, you want to know what they
This one
do?
does a little bit of damage, this one does more damage, so we should have actually probably put it... Let's see, what's the range? 42, 42...
42?
42?
Wow, that was a terrible 42, Mark. Do you need me to do it?
If you want to.
Well, I kind of feel someone needs to do it justice. I'm gonna need a setup though. Someone has to say the number.
The
42.
answer to the ultimate question of life, the universe, and everything is 42.
42?
It wasn't. It was a tough. It was a
Yeah.
tough assignment. Yeah.
Let's see. Increases damage dealt by 10% for the whole fellowship. And ends the ballad. So we have Coda of the Erlingas.
Same thing as in your unmounted skills.
Yep.
If you don't know what a coda is, you've.
Now I do finally.
Of course I know what a coda is. It's a
Okay.
fantastic Led Zeppelin album.
And, you know, related to music in an obnoxious number of ways.
Yes, I know.
Okay, that Cinder's in the area. You want to try Cinder?
Hang on. I'm
Guess
getting a couple more points into my damage of awesomeness, finally. That I can't apply because we're in combat. Let's see, finesse or physical mastery. We're going physical mastery.
I think Cinder has decided
Yeah,
to.
I think you're right, Pinely.
Now, unfortunately, we've been in constant combat for the last 5 minutes, so I have absolutely no power left.
Luckily, I was stopped, so I do have power left.
Well, it takes care of Cinder at least.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm going to take care of the rest on foot because.
Yep. I'm just wanting to get XP so that I can actually
Yeah,
do
but I
decent
need-
damage.
But there's this thing called power that usually Bjornings don't care about, but
Except for when
reason
they're
you-
mounted, which
yeah, when you're mounted, you suddenly care
which
about
we
it a
talked
lot.
about on LOTRO Players News, and they probably will never ever change that, but whatever.
Well, that's because the
Wait.
horse has power.
When did you talk about that on LPN? Because I don't remember.
Back
that.
when Bjornings were a thing.
No, I probably didn't catch that episode.
Yeah. It was around update 15.
Yeah, I didn't even realize that was the thing. That seems very strange.
Yep. But it's because the horse requires power, apparently.
Yeah.
Is the only justification we
I
can think of.
guess.
Well, because the Bjorning themselves still don't have to worry about their own power because they're still using Wrath.
But still, you would think that the Bjorning would first of all be in mounted bear form. And if that's not the case,
Where are you?
I'm going towards this quest to discover the source of the salamander's strange behavior,
I
Piney.
still have to kill the salamanders. Remember, you went out half an hour early.
Well, fine, I'll bring the salamander back and we'll...
Half an hour?
Half an
Okay.
hour?
No hyperbole.
Extreme hyperbole. Dramatically hyperbolic in nature.
Exactly.
Alright, let's apply another XP boost and help Pineleaf kill salamanders.
Okay, now I gotta find the salamander. Oh, okay, where's the salamander? Oh, there's a salamander right there.
Yeah, I know, he's been following me around from the area that I went to where there's an obnoxious number of salamanders.
Starman, when you say Terry Pratchett, I assume you're talking about the very excellent Discworld novels.
Oh, I'll just throw some bees on him. Maybe I'll just fire my bow.
Discworld is one of my favorite satires. Like, just my favorite example of satire, basically.
How many more salamanders do you need, Pineleaf?
2 more.
2 more still? Good gravy.
Look, we only got 1 from that.
Well, I know, but I meant like from before. I'm surprised. Okay.
Okay, where's there should be some near the cave. Where is that cave? Oh, that's down this way, I guess. Wait, I can't see a thing. It's let me turn on the lights.
There's a salamander.
Oh, here's one right here. Okay. You lit it up brightly.
Have either of you ever read Jingo by Terry Pratchett?
Nope.
Pineleaf?
Nope.
I've seen the movie Django.
Jingo.
Oh, no.
It's I don't know. It's a very interesting Discworld book. I was going to say it's one of my favorites, but it's really not. But it has one of my favorite quotes ever in it. Give a man a fire and he's warm for a day, but set fire to him and he's warm for the rest of his life.
Well, I suppose that's true.
I can't think of a way to argue against it. But probably the first 2 books are my favorite.
Unless the man's a fireman.
I really love the Rincewind stuff, but probably because I was introduced to Discworld from the adventure games. Which, if you haven't played those, especially the second one, Discworld 2 is the most hilarious video game I have ever played, by far. And it's voiced by Eric Idle.
So we're gonna have to come back here, aren't we?
I don't think so.
I don't remember.
I think we just have to go to about 5 or 6 caves like this later on.
Well, yeah.
I've got a question for you, Anding.
Yeah.
Who did the Anding drawing that you have on your screen?
The Andang drawing.
Yeah, that you use in
Oh,
all your
right.
stuff.
That was actually Kylie Lorraine, I believe, who is actually an author of an awesome book that I don't remember off the top of my head.
Okay.
She's from Australia, I believe. She was part of Middle Earth Network back in the day. And she actually did portraits for all of the Random Fandom team.
Yeah, I'm sure you probably mentioned it at some point before, but I don't remember.
Yeah, it's come very much so in handy with the whole branding thing.
Starman, I actually have not had the opportunity to play Discworld Noir yet, but I would probably love it because I love the genre. But Discworld 2 is one of my favorite adventure games ever. I mean, all of the dialogue in that game is just hilarious.
Okay. Back to camp, I guess.
Yeah, 1 second, I'm looking up this author just to make sure.
A tall, pointy hat and a dress? That's a princess in my book.
I got 30 marks from killing Cinder. How about that?
Alright. It is Kylie Lean, and she's the author of Key Chronicles of the Children, which I recommend everybody go out and buy. Oh, hello. Alright, I'm just gonna run out.
Oh, now you tell me.
Well, what's the sales pitch, Andang? What's the book about?
It's an awesome book about stuff that I don't remember off the top of my head. And this is the wrong way. Okay.
Landing!
You're not doing a good job of selling me on it, man.
Well, I'm kind of busy at the moment, too. I don't think this is the right way either, Pine Leaf, but
I'm out now.
where?
Well, I made the right turn.
So Andang made the wrong one?
I made the left turn.
Yeah, the wrong one.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Maybe. The world is collapsing slowly through time, space, and all realms. They have but one hope, a key. Your eyes are green. Sam stated blankly. I know. Zinx turned aside. They're not my eyes. Zinx Maz, a young battle-weary messenger, is searching for the key. No one knows what the key is, a guide or a weapon. The only thing known for certain is that it is a chance for survival in the war against the dragon. Along his journey, Zinx stumbles across a strange Caleb woman. Together, they are cast upon a voyage over the magnificent expanses of their land and beyond to uncover the secrets of an ancient race. And it continues on from there. It's pretty cool.
So it's a fantasy novel?
Oh yeah.
Okay. And yes, Starman, Day of the Tentacle just came out with a remastered version. I don't have it yet, but it's on my list. I still need to finish Grim Fandango remastered, actually. I think I have to start over since I reinstalled Windows. But I mean, it's an adventure game, so once you know what to do, like it won't take me long to get caught back up.
Yeah, I still have never played that game.
I haven't either.
Yikes!
I that's why I was excited to get the remastered version.
Note to self: don't take advice from Andang on which way to go.
You tell yourself that every week, Pineleaf, and yet you still don't listen.
I know. I guess the note gets lost in the.
Like, there's probably 1,000 notes on your computer monitor by now saying don't follow Andang, and yet you still follow Andang.
What business have you with the Rohirrim? What business have you with the Rohirrim? Will you aid the Horse Lords? What brings you to these lands? What business have you with the Rohirrim?
Okay, gained 4 levels on our horse steeds. That's good.
So what's the goal? I know you want to level your characters. Are you trying to level your war steed to a specific level as well?
To a point where I can do enough damage to where it's worthwhile to be on a war steed.
Yes,
Okay, that means you
go
need
ahead.
to raise it about 3 times the current cap, right?
Huh. Well, luckily they
Rohirrim
doubled
will need
damage,
your aid.
but it's still not enough. They
Yeah.
still
So
need to
now
do.
instead of being completely useless, it's only half completely useless.
Yeah, they still need to increase the war steed damage, I think. And that's a repeatable. And
Yeah.
Pineleaf knew that.
Yeah. That's just to redo the training session.
Yep. Go
And
figure. After 15 characters, Pineleaf understands that that's a repeatable. Huh.
Starman is also correct. Monkey
Welcome
Island 1
and
and 2
well met, my
remastered are
friend.
both great.
Yeah.
I do really hope that eventually we might get a Curse of Monkey Island
Parting is the Thane
remastered.
of Harwick,
Or
Reach for the
it doesn't
Wall,
even have to
and
be
Aldor
remastered.
of the
Just
North March. And the time has
like
come
get
to
it on
meet him.
GOG or something in a format that runs well on a modern PC, because it's such a pain to get running. And even when I can manage to get it running, then it tends to crash a lot and become unplayable. And I love that game so
We
much,
must
man. I
stand
miss
by
Murray.
while the
He's
minions
one of my
of Orthanc
favorite
spread their
characters in
influence.
any game.
And as you notice, chat room, Pineleaf is immune to dance. Because he's a bear.
What does that mean?
I tried to do the dance forced emote on him. But bears don't dance.
Apparently not.
See, Bjornings shouldn't even get war steeds. They should be the war
I
steeds
know,
for
that's what
other,
I'm
for
saying.
other players. Like
What
other
brings you
players
to
that
these
they're
lands?
in a party with should be able to ride on the Bjorning and team up.
I don't even know how many weeks that was a joke on LOTRO players' names.
It would be awesome.
Oh yeah.
I mean, bear mounts are cool enough as it is.
Mm-hmm.
What brings you to these lands? Will you aid the Rohirrim? Our success depends upon our strength.
Yeah, could you imagine that
Will
in
you
the
aid
war
us?
steed
Our
system?
success depends upon our strength.
Hi,
Far Cry,
Lilygate.
Far Cry Primal would have nothing on that. And yes, welcome, Lilygate. Nice to have you here. And yes, it's not Saturday. That's because I'm hoping to maybe, possibly, perhaps at least get caught up on levels.
But it's 27 day, and that's even better.
Indeed.
Welcome. Stay a moment and speak with me.
There are quests all over this place. I just realized we got ported.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I
that's because
knew that
we're-
we got ported, but I
That's
didn't
because
realize.
we're not allowed in Harwick anymore.
Yeah. Welcome, Zinger the chat. Nice to have you here. Zinger says, "Do you know how many cliffs Andang would drag Pineleaf off if he was the war steed?"
Okay, ready to go after this alpha?
Yep.
All right, let me build up a little bit of.
I'm guessing not as many as
Fury?
Rolf would run mist off of.
Definitely not as many. Now I got bleeds, which I guess because their ears are bleeding. Okay. There we go. Stay away. Okay, so now, let's see. I guess we might as well go back to there.
You don't want to finish off this alpha?
We don't need them.
Yes, we do.
How do
Don't
you
we need
figure?
2 alphas, or do we only
No,
need
you just
one?
need the 2 sub.
Okay,
the
well,
cubs.
since they tend to stay on you forever, if you don't kill them. Alright, now we can go.
Yes, hi Lillicate, it's me, Panic.
What are you doing? Oh, you want to turn in this quest before doing the others?
Might as well.
Yes, I was invited on because this is part 27.
What brings you to these lands? The Rohirrim will need
You
your
see, now we
aid.
got 2 more
The
quests.
Rohirrim have need of your services.
Well, there is that.
So now to the north. And Lilike asks what level I'm at. Yes, I am at level 76 and hopefully soon to be level 77. Defeated a boar. 1 out of 8. It's so slow.
It's not like you desperately need to fight a boar mounted.
No, but it's frustrating either way.
It's kind of
It's
frustrating trying to
boring.
follow the stream
I'm sure it is.
with the delay.
I guess we'll invest there.
Because like you mentioned defeating the boar before you actually found the boar.
Yeah, there's a 30-second delay. Give or take. And yes, I did buy 5 XP boosts last stream, and I'm going through them. Lilike asks, how you doing for instruments? I'm doing pretty good. If there are drums that you can make, that would be cool. But I like the instrument I got.
What kind of instrument do you have?
I believe I have the clarinet.
It sounds like a clarinet.
You believe?
I believe.
You don't even know, yet you claim to like it?
You can know something and believe it. No, it is definitely the clarinet. And, I tried the flute. I thought I would like the flute. I don't like LOTRO's flute. The flute is probably my favorite instrument to listen to. Not in LOTRO.
The LOTRO flute can rock out. It makes a great electric guitar substitute.
We must have found like the whole boar clan, I think, right here. The whole boar pack. What is a group of boars anyway?
Asleep.
A sleep of boars? I guess we still need
Well,
one more, don't we?
I mean, if you get a bunch of boring people together, they might put each other to sleep. I'm just guessing.
Yeah, that's true. I still think it should be a tree of sloths. We still have not found what a group of sloths is, because we don't think anyone's actually bothered naming it.
Oh, I'm sure there's a name for it.
But I
bet-
still vote for a tree of sloths.
I bet Karen Chu would know what it is. Good job, Brain.
Probably.
Because they always talk about weird, like, animal group names and things.
But because sloths never move, it should totally be a tree of sloths.
Well, sloths move.
But not very far, very fast.
Okay, they're not exactly
And they're
known as
typically in
these-
trees. 90% of the time, I would say.
Well, it depends on what species of sloth you're talking about.
This is true.
A tree sloth, yes, will be in trees.
I like Lilligate's
90% of the
answer.
time.
A snuggle.
A snuggle of sloths. Except for when their claws get you. Okay, so what are we supposed to do inside?
What are we doing in Harwick?
There's quests here.
No, we can't go into Harwick. We're
yeah,
exiled.
but it's fun to enter Harwick when you're exiled, Pineleaf.
We want to finish the other quests first, don't we? Then we get sent to do the quests that are useful to do when you're exiled.
I just wanted to see what you'd say, and it was great. It was great. It was great.
There's ending.
Okay, so we still have to scout these places and do a bunch of other stuff.
What's not to like says it's called a bed of sloths. I don't know if he's like actually being factual, but it does make sense.
It does make sense. Okay, here we go.
Another of the beds I don't want to use. Right up there with a bed of
Okay,
nails.
so you are making this difficult.
I'm dismounting. This is too contained
You're
in here.
dismounting in the middle
yeah.
of 100 wargs?
Yes. Can't you see me, Pineleaf? I'm about to die.
Well, that's what you get for dismounting in the middle of a pack of wargs.
It's fine, Pineleaf. It's fine.
Well, Lillicate, I'm pretty sure there's not an actual name for this yet, so I'm gonna go out on a limb and coin it now. The name, like the group name for a group of sentient pillows is a snuggle.
Absolutely. Not even a question.
Now, where you're going to find a group of sentient pillows is another matter.
Great job, Pineleaf. Teamwork. Teamwork.
Let me see, where is ending right now?
I'm still in the middle of this thing.
If you're... Oh, I thought you got defeated.
I did. But I could revive. For freeze. So you just ride around pulling everything and I'll kill it off. How about that?
Uh-huh. I should call you Fang Song then.
I think one of my favorite group names, though, is unicorns. It's a blessing of unicorns.
Yeah. I actually did know that.
I suspect that's not one that's going to be used too often in scientific papers.
Are you getting credit for these, Pineleaf?
Well, I got credit for a couple. I guess I've been assuming it's the
How
ones
many
that I've
wargs
been
have you
killing.
killed?
I've got 6 right now.
Okay, I've got 5, so somehow.
I probably killed one while you were...
Probably.
While I was trying
I'm
to
moving
figure out
over
where
here towards you.
Oh, and then I've got this Easterling.
Okay, I need one more.
All right. Oh, actually, it's a little
There we
powerful.
go.
Okay.
Alright, I am super close to 77.
Oops. Okay. Now, I'm trying to figure out where you are right now. So,
I am riding back to the camp because I'm pretty sure
Okay.
that's what you're supposed to do.
yeah, let's see what else is that. Yeah, we still
Where
have the
do you
marsh
defeat
flies
marsh
to worry
flies?
about.
Where do you do that?
Oh, I think that's on the other side of the camp anyway, so might as well go to the camp first. It looks like we're trying to get the attention of every Easterling in the county.
And the wargs.
Well, I'm gonna go AFK for a minute. I'll be back in just a minute to distract you further.
Okay.
Though I guess it would be writing instead of county in this kingdom.
Indeed, Pineleaf, indeed. Can't believe you messed up your governmental organization of Rohan. Of all people. Right, I don't know. Let's talk to this dude.
What business have you with the Rohirrim? Our mission is dire.
There we go. Wonderful, wonderful. Same level as Pineleaf, chat room. Same level as Pineleaf. Look at that progress. Alright, let's go figure out where these flies are. Well, first, I guess I leveled up my steeds. Let's do that first. Let's see, requires 2 points. I guess we'll save up for that, actually. Okay.
Okay. You are making this tough for me, aren't you?
I'm trying to fight them. Well mounted. It's not
Well, that's
working
our
out the
first
best.
mistake.
Yes. Yes, it is.
And besides, there are quests that require you to interact with objects on the ground.
I know. Once we kill these off, I'll be done being mounted. Assuming it dismounts me. There are a lot of these things. Alright, forget it, I'm done.
And I have returned.
Welcome back.
So now I need to distract you. And speaking of group names, what do we call a group of LOTRO players?
A ring.
Players.
Oh, I would have gone with awesome.
Or, you know, a raid. At least that's what our Patreon supporters are. We have a raid of Patreon supporters.
Yeah, oh, you got, need more wings.
And yes, chat room, Pineleaf did say a ring. Should be my last wing.
Alright.
Are we good?
Alright, I guess so.
To answer Starman's question, apparently a group of starfish is called a turd.
Okay.
I won't ask how that one came about.
Well, it's TIRD. So I'm assuming that's how it would be pronounced.
Maybe tiered.
Will you aid the Horse Lords?
A ring of LOTRO players is
Will
good.
you aid the Horse Lords?
Yeah, Pineleaf brought that up.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
That is
Will
really
you
good.
aid the Rohirrim?
And so now we go on to the next place.
What place is the next place?
It's the tower. The watchtower.
The battle at the tower?
Thankfully, no.
Thankfully, the battle at the tower is awesome.
But not when you're in Rohan.
But it looks cooler than
Just see
Rohan.
Dol Guldur just come out of the sky. Time for the battle in the tower.
That would be cool.
We'll see some of those sky anchors fall down.
There we go.
Yep. I'm really excited to see what the solo version of the raid is going to be like in the epic story for Pelennor Fields. That sounds really cool.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
Time to find the scouting party. Bye, Pineleaf.
Sheesh. You don't give me any time, do you?
Well, you typically show up when it's time to get credit for killing stuff. Alright, so find and defeat Easterling's scouting party. Well, I found one because he's attacking me.
Wonderful.
Alright, and welcome Benny to the chat. Nice to have you here.
Yep. Hello over there in France. I like that. Starman says a group of scorpions had a weird name. He's forgotten what it is, but if he saw that many at the same time, he would say something that's
Yep.
not very appropriate
Yep.
on stream. Now, see, if this was LOTRO Academy, I would have said it anyway and just bleeped it later.
Yep, but this isn't, so don't.
Right, so aren't you glad I caught myself?
I am. Still have to defeat all these snipers, so might as well do that right now. Although we'll probably have to come back, but oh well. We'll do it now.
Oh,
I-
the quest to do the rescuing and all that, we don't have that one yet?
I don't think so.
Okay, just wanted to make sure I didn't miss one trying to catch up with you.
Yeah, I just got scouts and snipers.
Okay. And the scouts is already done, right?
Yep.
Okay. Now, I know there are also snipers inside. Speaking of snipers.
There's plenty outside.
A group of scorpions is called a bed or a nest, not a cyclone, as the fictional drama series Scorpion says.
Just 3 more. Well, we might as well go into the camp a little bit.
Now that's interesting. An eloquence of lawyers.
Not what I would say.
Now where are we going inside?
To get the final one.
We've already got the final one.
You did.
How did I get one but you not?
I don't know. So now we get to go back up to Crazy Guy.
And what makes him crazy?
He asked us to go kill flies, and you want to know what made him crazy?
Our mission is dire. What business have you with the Rohirrim? Our success depends upon our strength. Will you aid us? Our success depends upon our strength. Will you aid us?
Okay. Oh hey, I got 2 points. Let's see here. Surge of energy, your war suit itself unable to tire in battle. It'd be better just to have extra critical. There we go.
Best way is up here.
Now you tell me. Now that I pulled everything, it's too late finally.
Well, good grief. Oh well. Where are you now?
It's fighting stuff. If you would have told me a second sooner, it would have.
Well, you just go headlong into the toughest part of the camp.
Well, yeah, the way they expect you to do it.
Never enter a camp the way the enemy expects you to go.
Why not? That's what they would least expect.
They would at least expect you to go in the way they expect you to go.
Yeah, no one would ever expect you to go in the front door when you can just go through the part of the camp that doesn't have a wall on it. Clearly. And you know, the fleeing Rohirrim gives nothing away. And besides, we have to get these fire things anyway.
How much longer do you plan to keep streaming?
No idea. Until I reach level 78. And I'm level 77 and almost a half.
Okay, and the leader's up the ridge.
But yeah, that starts at 7:30 Central. Or is it not till later? Brannick.
7:30 Central. Sorry, apparently I had accidentally muted myself.
No,
But
that's fine.
Yes, 7:30.
Okay, just 2 more of those. And here's one. Now we just need the final, which is over here, unguarded.
Why am I not surprised he chose that route?
It's the route they least expected, Pineleaf. And even if they did expect it, I'm on a war steed.
Minor little detail. But it won't be the first war steed in history to be killed by arrows.
True, but this thing can take way more than Boromir can. This is like a 3 Boromir war steed.
A 3 Boromir war steed. Ooh.
I know.
Will you aid the horse lords?
That would be crazy if that's how they measured things. This armor is a 3 Boromir piece of armor. I don't really want either of them.
Our mission is dire. What brings you to these lands?
Alright,
Will
and
you
now we're
aid the
halfway
Rohirrim?
to level 78. Give ourselves more finesse. So now we get to go back to the Hardwick area, but not Hardwick itself.
All right, where's chilling?
She's over here.
Our mission is dire.
Will you speak with me?
Just look at that salamander.
Alright, so let's see. Seek out people in Harwick who have homes for sale. Collect glands from salamanders. Well, I think we're going to go and seek out homes.
The home people first?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
We must turn to the offensive.
Yeah, she'll report us to the guard if she sees us again. Ha ha.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah, she's just really nice.
I hope we will find aid in time.
I think I already talked to the stable person. I'm gonna make sure. Not that you really need stable masters in Rohan. Except for at that first camp.
The Rohirrim will need your aid.
Friendly merchant. I don't remember this quest.
Oh, let's see. Okay, well, I'll have to pick up that quest later. Let's see.
Why are you picking up that quest later?
Because I don't have the... Because I'm nowhere near the person who gives you the quest for the friendly merchants.
Oh, you have to get that first?
Yeah, I think that's outside the city.
Oh, yeah, you didn't get it from the lady? Or
No,
the
she
boy?
gives you
The
no,
boy, I
she
mean?
gives you a quest
What business
to
have
talk
you
to
with the road?
Right,
homeowners.
Kata gives you that quest though, I think. Maybe. And that's a guard. Who had a quest ring over his head, I'd like to point out.
Yeah, unfortunately, they put quest rings over the guards' heads, which I think is a rather annoying trait.
I do not believe you will find
But
welcome
actually
here.
lets you get caught by the guards, so you know that's a thing. Alright, let's go talk to this final one.
Our mission is dire.
Yeah, that townsperson only looks out for himself. Yeah. Let's go to the vault.
Yeah. I know Pineleaf also plays ESO. I think we all play other MMOs at least a little bit.
Will
Yep.
you aid the
Sometimes.
Horse Lords?
Let's go talk to Trader Dude.
Well, I also do a bit to in DDO.
Right, well, that's what
just a
Starman
bit.
said. So I was kind of adding on to that.
Ah,
Alright, come on. There we go.
Our mission is dire.
Almost ran into a guard there. No, the guard didn't see me. He had his back turned.
What brings you
Lies.
to these lands?
Well, I completed in time anyway, so... Don't care, guard. Alright. Now we have to go return to the camp.
right. That's the tricky bit, is getting out afterwards.
Salamander area is in the middle if... Or are you doing the other quest already?
Well, I'm just trying to get to the exit.
Okay, well if you want to do Salamander quest now, we can.
Okay, let me get through here. I think I can go this way. Oh, thank you for giving me this quest late. Okay, so now... Let's see, where... Oh, you're down this way. Sounds like you're...
I did wait for that one, so there is that. Till you arrived.
I thought you were trying to see if you can get yourself killed before I do arrive.
No, I was just... I mean, if you took too long, I would have died, because I was waiting for you instead of killing them, but...
Well, I think I'm gonna have to get off of this call. It was a pleasure chatting with you guys and distracting you,
Yeah, thanks for joining, Brandon.
keeping you from your goals. I guess maybe I can just occasionally send you Skype messages and try and distract you that way.
If you want to, yeah, that's fine. No, that's fine, Brandon.
I'll talk to you guys later. Bye,
Alright,
everyone.
take care.
What?
It is so funny to see the steeds swirl around a bear. I guess I still need one more gland.
Oops.
So we are doing better DPS, but it's still not where it needs to be. Okay.
I am not supposed to speak with strangers.
What business have you with the Rohirrim? The Rohirrim have need of your services.
Okay, well, using the red line, 15% greater chance of critical hit. That's great. That's great. We're using that. And also using that. And then later we'll use that. Okay, we're over halfway to 78. Our XP thing is about to wear off. Alright, so now we need to collect savings left behind in Langhold. Which means staying the heck away from the guards who port you out of the city.
Then why are you going through the city?
Because I'm not very smart, Pineleaf. I got expelled like 3 times by 3 different guards.
At the same time?
Pretty much.
They were collecting on bets on which one could expel you fastest.
Apparently. Right, 6 minutes to go on XP. And I just now noticed you made it to 78, Pineleaf. You just couldn't handle being on the same level with me. I get it. It's fine. Whatever. Now remember, did Bingo stop in Langhold or was it in Harwick?
In Langhold.
Okay.
Alright, so now let's find a house with some else to store.
What are we looking for again?
Savings in some of the houses. Oh, it's easier to do this on foot. Here's one.
And Zinger says that some of the wardens went crazy over changes made in beta 18.2. I think you mean beta 18, because 18.2 is not going to be for a while.
They mean they meant phase 2 of the beta.
Yeah.
Well, I would say that being hard to kill when you're in DPS mode is actually, let's see which my warns are. Use that stance because my main warn has been in determination
So I guess that's all
for a
everything in
while, so
here.
they're not quite as affected. But yeah, when you're in DPS stance, you probably shouldn't be
This way.
able to get full healing. So I guess that's
So they made
reasonable.
wardens even more overpowered?
No, what they did is the warden's healing is cut in half when they're in DPS mode.
Oh, that's a good change. For some wardens.
For some wardens?
Honestly, I feel like a lot of classes could use changes like that. Particularly the one you're on right now. Okay, so that's that, I believe. So now we just have the final house, which is back over this way. Apparently that training dummy was not very liked. Okay. And apparently blue line champions will be able to block with two-handed swords, like guardians already can. So that's a good change. That's something that champions have been wanting for a long time.
Be able to block with two-handed sword?
Essentially parry, but because the way LOTRO mechanics work, I think they say block.
Why, to give them an extra chance of defense? Because I presume you could already parry with them.
Yeah, but it's just extra. It makes being a two-handed champion be more effective than it was before.
Ah.
Will you aid the horse lords? What brings you to these lands? Our success depends upon our strength. Will you aid us?
Okay, so bring her payment to the one dude. I'm probably going the long way, so I should probably turn around.
Let's see. Oh, okay, that one.
Okay. Let's get out of here. Where do we need to go?
And no, I'm not attempting
Over
to take
there.
a direct path.
Yeah, I noticed. A very unorthodox pine leaf path.
Well, in this particular... Oh, actually, let me talk to this guy.
What guy? There's no way to talk to. No, 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 stay away, stay away, stay away.
Oh, those guards are being
There,
naughty
there's
to
two
you.
of them. Two of them
Yeah, they're ganging up on you.
there. Uh-huh.
Just in case you thought
We have
one
reports
wasn't
of a small hobbit dressed in Rohirrim clothes.
I do not believe
maybe in the
you will find
company of a
welcome
man
here.
that could turn himself into a bear.
With the pirate hat on. Okay, instance.
Oh, right into some rats.
Alright, and welcome, Gussie Moose, to the chat. Nice to have you here. And yeah, if you're watching on the computer, the chat is on the right side of the video instead of down below when the event is live. And we're one rat short.
Here he is. The rat was sleeping, apparently.
Our mission is dire.
We're not gonna help you clean your house, we just got the rats out. Okay.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
What business have you with the Rohirrim? You're out in this refugee camp. Asking me what business I have. I guess that's better.
Will you aid the Rohirrim?
Yeah, sure, we'll aid the Rohirrim travel again, apparently.
Alder Harding requests your presence, and you can only hope that he has heard of your diligent labours
I can't
on
believe
behalf
they're
of
actually
Hallwick.
allowing us to do
We
this one
keep
in a
safe
group.
these lands.
Why not?
For how long? I do not believe you will find welcome here.
Don't worry, I'm just standing on the table. It's basically like sitting for a hobbit. Well, thanks for welcoming me, buddy. You're like my only friend that's actually inside the city, aside from this lady who finally made it in. Yeah, I'm great, blah blah blah, husband.
Hey, you really...
That's what she said.
You're just running back and forth on the table.
Well, you know, have to make sure the table is good. Yes, the dang song. I'll consider this
We must
rat-infested
turn
place
to
my
the
home.
offensive.
Thanks, buddy.
I do not believe you will find welcome here. I do not understand why we delay here. We keep safe these lands. For how long?
Okay, why is there still a clustering above his head?
For on notice, we need to finish that off also so the crowds will stop kicking you out of the city.
Oh. So even though we've talked to him and done all that stuff, still
But
not
you
enough.
did finish that quest, right?
What quest?
On notice.
I think so.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't have it in my quest log.
Okay. Well, if you finished it, you will notice it because the guards will no longer have the rings on their heads.
Well, here's hoping, regardless, that they don't. There's a shirtless dwarf.
Okay, where to now?
Where the quest tells us to go finally.
Oh, I didn't know whether this was it for the day or...
Now I am close to level 78. I'm not stopping until I reach it finally.
Okay. Oh, I guess I gotta check this quest. Oh, okay. You're heading over to Twickenburg.
Yeah.
Okay, I
Here
better
in the
hit that.
chat says, "Hey, Pineleaf is also in the city. Is he not your friend?" I wasn't counting Pineleaf. Of course, Pineleaf's my friend. All right.
Yes, but as Endane is off to say, I'm sure, with friends like this.
Your aid is welcome, friend. Welcome.
Find
Stay a
the
moment
missing
and speak with me.
soldier.
Whoa, see, that's what you do to me. You're off, running off to the end of the quest even before I get to the person to pick it up.
Well, you know, Pineleaf, I gotta fight through all this stuff, so I might as well just, you know.
Yay!
See, and now we're all caught up.
Will you aid the horse lords?
Yeah, fine, we'll investigate the cave. Calm down, buddy.
All right. Cave number 2.
Cave number 2. Filled with cave number 2 quests.
Yes. Well, what's a cave number 2 like without cave number 2 quests?
Well, you're right, Pineleaf. I mean, it wouldn't be a cave number 2 if there weren't cave number 2 quests. I mean, you can't do that. Break some kind of questing law.
Yeah, we are. So we'll take care of all this drog. So we'll feel like we're suddenly in Skyrim.
Yep. Yeah, Rohan is basically Skyrim.
Yeah.
But it only came out a year later, and they had started building building Rohan before Skyrim was even out, so I don't know.
But they both drew from the same.
Exactly. From the same original sources.
Yeah.
But once Skyrim came out, they could have added in extra artwork to make it be a little bit more similar, I don't know. And now Spelunking's pretty good. So we still have not found the disturbance, have we?
Oh, we'll find it. I think it's just beyond this room. Let's see. Oh, this is. Oh, this is a
Side room.
yeah, side room. Okay, I've forgotten about this side room.
Here we go. We still haven't found the tomb room.
Oh, that's the next room.
Mm-hmm. I didn't remember this dungeon being this big.
Yeah. Okay. There we go. Now this should be the tomb room.
Here's something unusual. Almost like there's a Nazgul.
Yeah. Is a Nazgul unusual? Hmm.
A little bit more unusual than the text suggests. Maybe I don't want to go spelunking. If it turns up Nazgul.
Oh, there's another one left? Okay.
Yep. Okay, now let's get everything before they respawn. Hearing horses neigh in the background, knowing full well that it's actually a bear behind you. It's an interesting situation. Okay.
What brings you to these lands? What business have you with the Rohirrim?
Why you have hobbit pants, I have no idea.
The Rohirrim will need your aid.
Hobbit pants?
That's what he gave me. At least they fit, so he must be a small man, or something, I don't know.
Maybe that wasn't the best direction to go.
No, it wasn't. I'm suddenly finding. I'm pretty sure I know what's up here.
A wretched falconer, apparently.
The remnants of one. Alright, 2 more quests.
What were you doing?
Dying, apparently. I should have used my other skill. Oh well.
Where are you at?
I'm coming back, don't worry.
Why did you just let me res you?
Why? Because I forget that bears have reses too. They're too overpowered, Pineleaf. Too overpowered. Don't worry, it's Rohan. I'll be back in like 2 seconds.
Walking?
Because I got my war steed. I'm not like Bingo.
Let's see. Level 70 loot box. Eh.
So I'm already back to the cave with the crazy dude that has hobbit pants. Starman says maybe it's Mary or Pippin's old pants. Maybe. That is quite the traveling pants. And we should, in theory, be good after this round of quests. I still need one more of those things, and oh hey, there's a object over here, but we gotta kill this thing first. Well, might as well examine it now.
Oh, yeah, you get me into combat, then you...
Of course, yeah, you gotta draw them in, and then you know. The plan all along, finally, from just this great schemer.
Just as Blackbeak comes along.
I honestly forgot that's what that did. That it was right on top of us anyway. Okay, are we good?
Well, maybe. Oh, I saw Wayne Twickenberg. Eh.
It's not that far. On a war steed.
Greetings, friend of the Rohirrim. Your aid is welcome, friend.
Are you
Welcome
kidding me?
and
I'm
well
still
met,
not.
my friend.
One more quest. Dang it.
Greetings. You have a moment. I have need of your assistance.
Amazing how much that XP boost makes difference when it's not around anymore. Alright, so
Yeah,
let's see.
maybe talking
Find...
to the Thane and Flood one would be enough.
Yeah, I'm hoping. If not, then it's a very poorly giving XP.
Well, if you're really close, you might be able to turn in a couple of tasks.
Well, this is true. I'm pretty sure one task would do it. Half a task, a fourth a task, maybe even eighth a task. And I love this city, real quick. It's got like the old ruins up on the hill. It's got this just green aesthetic going, plus the banners match in. It's just a really cool little valley area. It's one thing they did really well in Rohan was just making every place feel original. And yet it's still all connected.
What brings you to these lands?
Yeah, there you
Will
go.
you aid the
Yep.
Rohirrim?
Awesome. Awesome, awesome.
Will you aid the Horse Lords?
There we go. We made 3 levels in just, 2 hours. And a little bit of change, like, 2.5 hours. So, that's more than level an hour, and if we hadn't been distracted by Brannick, I might have actually gotten it done in 2 hours. But that was cool. It was great to have Brannick on, so a big thanks to him, and you can follow him at BD Marvel on Twitter, and also listen to LOTRO Academy. That is his podcast that he has created, and Pineleaf also guests on there as well. Or I guess co-hosts on there. So anyway, thank you everyone for watching. Just a quick heads up on some channel news. I should be, hopefully, maybe, possibly this weekend, posting the second parody episode of Middle-earth Lore. Bragg does those, and he's allowed us to put them on my channel, and so we'll be doing that. And also on April 4th, the third episode of Middle-earth Lore is going to be coming out, which I am so excited about. Can't wait to see the reaction to that. Should be really good. Also, I'll probably be recording at least one video on the beta server over this weekend, so be on the lookout for that either later today or tomorrow or sometime in the near future. And also, follow me on Facebook. There's a link in the description now that will take you to my Facebook page. I used to have an account, but then Facebook changed their naming rules, and they're like, that's not a name, show us ID. And I was like, I don't have ID, it's a made-up character, and so they shut down my account. So I created a Facebook page instead, and the whole reason I didn't create a Facebook page in the first place was because auto-tweeting wasn't working over to Facebook, but now it seems to be working, so it's good. And just if you're on Facebook, go over there and follow. Finally, where can people find you?
They can find me over at the Pineleaf Needles YouTube channel, where I have daily videos, including content with the Lord of the Rings Online, Minecraft, ESO, and Dungeons and Dragons Online.
All sorts of awesome stuff. Be sure to check out Pineleaf. And how many subscribers do you have, Pineleaf? Look that up real quick if you don't know. We're going to set a subscriber goal for your channel.
Subscriber goal.
Yes, because we want people to go over there and subscribe.
Let's see, I think I have at least 3 of them.
At least 3. All right, well, we need to get Pineleaf up to 4 subscribers, everyone, so go over to his channel.
All right, I guess you want me to give you a more serious answer to that?
Just maybe, that would be helpful.
355.
Okay, let's get Pineleaf to 400, at least 400, if not 500 subscribers. Let's make that happen.
Of course, less than 10% of that actually watches anything on the channel, but that's besides the point.
Yeah, that's just how subscribers work in general, especially once I started Middle-earth Lore. People subscribe just for Middle-earth Lore, and so there's a lot of my subscribers that just do that, but there's also a lot that watch my videos all the time, so thank you guys for doing that, and be sure to go over and follow Pineleaf's channel, and we will be back Saturday to hopefully gain another 3 levels, so that we can be 1 level ahead of Bingo Boffin for once.
Ooh.
Yes. So that is the goal, and hopefully it will happen. And I can't believe I'm the same level as Pineleaf. But till next time, thank you everyone for watching, and we'll see you again real soon for another episode.